Like the video and subscribe to our channel right now and get 1 week of amazing luck. Do you believe that a lot of people notice you? Some women, though, take attraction to a whole other level. It is impossible not to pause and gaze. In today's video, we explore 12 women you won't believe actually exist. Number 12. Charity Pierce. The heaviest woman in the world is Charity Pierce. It's astounding that she weighs about 365 kilograms. She was willing to reduce weight, unlike Mikel. She was extremely obese and afflicted with infections that consumed flesh when she made her appearance on My 600 ELB Life Season 3. Her mother passing away and her fiancé cheating on her increased her problems. She is one of the heaviest stars on the TLC show. There, she pledged that she would rather die than live this way. She got to work immediately. Charity had a drastic change in weight, going from 400 pounds to 29 stone. The gastric bypass surgery made this possible. She also had additional skin removed during a second procedure. A 20-pound tumor was removed from her body by doctors. Sadly, she never remained well enough to appreciate her new physique. In March 2020, she received a kidney cancer diagnosis. She was devastated by the news because her mother had recently died of brain cancer. Number 11. Elisan Silva. Elisan Silva, who was born in 1995, was the world's tallest teenager at the time. Her height was 6 feet and 9 inches. Her extraordinary growth was caused by a tumor in the pituitary gland, which is why she got so tall. Growing up, her height was a disadvantage. She became too big to ride the bus, so she had to drop out of school. Elisan claimed that around the age of 10, she began to feel anxious. When she grew to be the tallest member of her family and class, she realized something was wrong. She immediately started to experience pressure in her head and excruciating pain in her bones. That's when her mom started to worry. She visited a medical professional who wanted to perform multiple tests to diagnose the condition, but her family couldn't afford it. Fortunately, her story went viral, and the tumor was removed with no-cost tests or surgery. Elisan is currently the tallest woman in Brazil and a model. At 5 feet 4 inches, her husband is little in comparison to her height. Number 10. Atay Elijadane. The world's largest lip disc belongs to Atay Elijadane. It is 7.6 inches in length. Its diameter is 19.5 centimeters, and its circumference is an astounding 59.5 centimeters. This is larger than the typical disc by more than 2 times. In Ethiopia, the Surma women of the lower Oma Rover Valley have a long-standing custom of wearing lip discs. Ataya hails from Ethiopia, and to get the discs, she took out her 2 bottom front teeth to fit the disc. She has been stretching her lips for over 3 years since the first piercing. To outlaw this practice, the Ethiopian government has taken action. Nonetheless, younger generations have inevitably become less interested in the ritual. These discs are significant in a variety of ways. Their goal is to draw in a compatible husband. The size of the disc also affects how much dowry is paid. The woman is more striking the larger it is. The disc is, above all, a tool for personal expression. Most of the time, young ladies strive to outdo one another. Number 9. Asha Mandela. The Guinness World Record holder for the longest dreadlocks in the world is Asha Mandela. The longest dreadlocks in the world belong to Asha Mandela. Trinidad and Tobago, the Twin Islands, are where she was born. However, she migrated to the US and is now a US citizen. Her locks were spiky, so when she first started growing them, she wasn't sure if she liked them. She was patient, though, and let it some time to develop. People now adore her hair, and it has helped her become well known throughout the world. A hair strand is 55 feet long. Asha sees herself as Rapunzel, but black. Asha remembered where her hair had come from. She claimed that she began to get images in which a massive cobra materialized and began interacting with her. She was told by the thing that she was the one selected, and it gave her instructions to wear the locks. At first, not everyone supported her decision, but over time, they did. Her new lifestyle and hairstyle were first embraced by her sisters. Fortunately, she wed Emmanuel Chegg, a master lock stylist, and her biggest admirer. He trained her as a cobra after their initial meeting, and they went on to develop their friendship to new heights. Number 8. Lee Redmond. Lee Redmond was the owner of the longest fingernails until recently. Nonetheless, she lost her nails in a car accident. Before the accident, she took care of the nails for a full 30 years. It was the most dramatic incident in Lee's life, she claimed. Her nails were 28 feet and 4 inches before the catastrophe. When Lee's nails were less than 5 millimeters in 1979, her adventure started. To test how long they would grow, she set a challenge for herself to cease filing and trimming them. She didn't have twisted fingernails like the renowned ones. Rather, they spread out into long arches. They were also really lovely. She was acknowledged for having the longest fingernails on a pair of hands when she was 19 years into the journey. Lee uses nail hardener and olive oil to condition her nails for hours on end. She then covers it in gold paint. In 2007, she revealed that her nails grew an inch and a bunker during a nuclear strike. She could eat her nails because they contained enough nutrients to sustain her for 3 months. Number 7. Mikel Ruiz. With a circumference of 8 feet, Mikel Ruiz now holds the record for having the widest hips in the world. She weighs about 190 kilograms and stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. To many, her waist size of only 3 feet 4 inches appears unreal. She is the mother of 4 stunning children. She acknowledges that, despite her appearance, a lot of women are envious of her figure and physical fitness. She doesn't want to lose weight because it seems so ideal for her, in contrast to many plus-sized adults. When she's at the beach, she likes to rock her bikini. Mikel was a normal woman in her early 20s. But after she gave birth to Andrew, her first child, everything changed. 3 more daughters, Destiny, Autumn, and Justice, came after him. Her hips literally exploded after putting her to bed. She eats at least 5,000 calories a day. She consumes 5,000 calories or more each day. Her illness is associated with lipedema, an extreme buildup of fat tissue. The competitor of Mikel is Bobby Joe Wesley. She wants to beat Mikel soon, even if her hips are now more than 7 feet in circumference. Number 6. Venus Palermo. Venus Palermo, also known as Venus Angelic, was born on February 8, 1997. From head to toe, she has doll-like features. Her entire physique, including her face, is reminiscent of a Barbie doll. Born in Brugge, Switzerland, to Hungarian and Swiss parents, Venus is a British YouTuber. Despite residing in London, she frequently travels to Japan, where she appears in several commercials and motion pictures. Venus goes by Venus Angelic on social media, where she shares beauty tips with followers who aspire to look like her. She offers them the option to become dolls with ball joints if they so want. And guess what? She averages 5 million views per video, with thousands of teenagers wanting to be like her. Her obsession is labeled as disturbing and bizarre. Her appearance turns off critics, especially those who believe she is not a worthy role model for teenagers. Even as a teenager, her mom was not bothered about her hobby. That's precisely why she took it to a different level. Number 5. Julia News. Another name for Julia News is the Illustrated Lady. She undoubtedly acquired this name because she has tattoos all over her body. She is the most tattooed lady in the world, according to records. Her body is covered in tattoos over 95% of the time. Well, being tattooed wasn't always a hobby. She suffered from a condition known as porphyria, which made her skin blister when exposed to sunlight. She had her body tattooed to hide her blistering skin. She eventually came to adore it and carried on the trend. She is unique because she chose to obtain complete coverage for herself. She fell in love with tattooing and spent over $80,000 on 400 tattoos in just 9 years. She remarked, during an appearance on the television program Ripley's Believe It or Not, that she rarely gives up on a goal she sets her mind to. To test if her body would accept the ink, she began with her leg. When it did, she covered her arms, back, and stomach in ink. Her body art features caricatures of her favorite actors and sceneries from the forest. Number 4. Jodi MG. The world's smallest woman is Jodi MG. Her height is barely 2 feet. On December 16, 1993, Jodi was born in Nagpur, Maharashtra, India. Her height remained typical until she turned 4. She went to school with her friends and was given a special chair and desk that fit her size. She adored clothes and makeup as a teenager. She aspired to travel to many nations and become an actress. It's true that her popularity helped her achieve that goal. She joined the cast of the American TV series American Horror Story and made an appearance on the reality show Big Boss 6. She was there with actress Jessica Lange in the 4th series of the show. In 2009, she starred in a documentary, Body Shock, 2-foot-high teen. That year, too, she was in the video for a song by Bhangra star Mika Singh. Jodi MG is now an established member of the global Guinness World Records family and has met with other world record holders. Number 3. Kim Goodman. Kim Goodman is a woman who holds the world record for the farthest eyeball protrusion. She lives in Chicago, Illinois. One day, she discovered her eyeball-popping talent when she was hit over the head. Her eyeballs popped out much further than usual, and ever since that day, she could pop them out on cue, as well as when she yawned. She has appeared on The Late Show with David Letterman. In 2004, Goodman was included by Guinness World Records in their 50th anniversary list of the top 10 feats of all time. Number 2. V. Duket. A tattoo artist from St. Petersburg, Florida, named V. Duket, has shocked the internet with her unique ability to split her tongue into 2 distinct parts. She recently shared a video demonstrating her skill while eating noodles and leaving her followers stunned. V. Duket has nailed the technique to manipulate both sides of her split tongue independently. The tattoo artist underwent surgery to split her tongue. The tattoo artist also shared a video showcasing her split tongue. The video went viral and garnered over 1 million views. The tattoo artist was surprised by the overwhelming response and she expressed her amazement in her Instagram post. Number 1. Maria Jose Cristerna. Maria Jose was once a totally normal woman from Mexico until she decided to do something different with her body. She has transformed herself into a woman vampire. Her body is almost entirely tattooed. Her teeth have been transformed to look more like vampires. Titanium thorns were inserted into her head and many more surgeries were done to achieve the desired look. But today she's undoubtedly one of the most unbelievable women.